In this video, we're going to use the event system on compare and using an IRQ as well, and just demonstrate the difference between using the event system and interrupts for the RTC. So we'll be generating a pulse with the event system using the compare, and we'll be toggling using normal interrupts on the overflow. The video will give you an overview, but just remember to always check the API reference for the most up-to-date version of the use cases. So this use case is kind of a continuation of the first RTC use case. It's a little bit different, but quite similar. So I'll start with the code and the application as it is in that use case. Running, we kind of pulse our LED on for 200 milliseconds every second. Considering this use case, the instructions are standalone, so you can come straight in and start here. You can see that we add an RTC in the event system, and we're going to compare of 0.2 in a period of 1 second. That's kind of what we have now. And now we're going to have only one interrupt, and that's the overflow interrupt. And so uncheck the other one, and then set up the event system using the event system out B, so we can put that out on a pin. Global interrupt enable and a LED as before. So we are going to use only the overflow interrupts. Since for the compare match, we're going to use an event instead. So we will remove both the registration and the callback of the compare. And what we're going to do here is just a LED toggle. Now we can add the event system component. So drivers, event system. Now you may not know when you first start adding this that you can keep pulling it over and then you get the generators, channels, and users all together. So what we want is the RTC compare, and we're going to connect that to channel 0, and we're going to look for the event out B. Why the event out B? Well, we can just scroll, because near the front of the data sheet you will find a table of pins. There we go. And you can see that the event system has the event out A, event out B, and that's PB2. And if we look at our schematic, kit window, schematic, PB2 happens to be a debug GPIO. So of course we could jumper it if it was a different pin, but this is easy for us. Okay, so event out B and RTC, so that is our configuration. So generate, download. Now we're going to stop and remove and then display raw, and that'll put both debug GPIO back. And you can see that we're getting a pulse, and that's what you get out of the event system. The event system gives you a pulse, and here you can see that we are toggling our period, and we've set our RTC to give us a compare, which is a pulse every 0.2. So we could move this to, say, 0.3, generate, and now it'll move over a little bit. And you can see now it's moved over. Yeah, so that's how the event system works and how easily it can be used.